welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. If you're easily triggered, leave now because this is not the show for you. Now, let me show you a plethora of different men and women who are going to try to attempt to correct the behavior of modern day black women. They're going to give you their opinions. They're going to point out your flaws and your faults since you don't like when a man does it. So I'll put up some women on here that you can look at in this reaction video. These clips are used out of fair use and for educational purposes. So let's go ahead and get into it, and you let me know what you think about it in the comments. 1 second.
Some of y'all women suck as partners. Let's just be honest. Some of the stuff that y'all won't do for a man, it ain't because you ain't his mama or his maid. It's because you selfish. And I blame y'all mamas. And some of y'all mamas was bitter, and y'all adopted that same mentality. But you grown.
I agree with that. Some of these, like I say 304s are raising the newer 304s. And all this stuff you do hear from women being disrespectful, saying, I ain't gonna pick that up. I ain't gonna wipe that down. This ain't, your mama don't live here. She ain't supposed to live there. You're supposed to do those things now. If you're supposed to be a man's helpmeet, you're supposed to pick up the slack where he don't see it or whatnot. You know what I mean? So what we have today is a bunch of hard-headed, stubborn women who do not want to help their men unless it comes with terms. If he does this for me, then I'll do that for him. It's always a tit for tat type of thing. It's never, I want to do something from my heart and my soul just because I want this man to be pleased by my own personal behavior. So everything that you're doing now is always dependent upon something. It's always if you get something out of it, okay? So you don't want to do it because you got a heart. You want to do it because you got some covetous in your heart. You covet the wrong things.
Y'all mamas, and some of y'all mamas was bitter, and y'all adopted that same mentality. But you grown now, so you gotta own your stuff. Some of y'all with these mouths, y'all pop off anytime a man do or say something you don't like, let alone letting a man lead you and direct you or give you some correction without you hollering about him trying to control you. Next.
Exactly. The mouth is the biggest issue that we are having with today's modern day black woman, in my personal opinion. Your mouths, you have no filter. You have no consideration of how you may impact somebody with your negative words. You come to us aggressive. If we say no, you become aggressive. If we tell you no, you become adversarial towards us. If we tell you no, you start looking for better options in men in your so-called point of view. If we tell you no, you act like a spoiled child. If we try to correct you, like this lady says, you want to say we're trying to control you. Correction is not always control. Correction is guidance. When your parents, if you had anyone that was really living with you, if you wasn't dumped off in the streets and granny had to raise you, even granny had to correct you sometime if you was a youngster. If she corrected you, it wasn't because she was always trying to control you. She was trying to protect you from what would happen in the world. If you kept living a certain type of way, there are negative consequences that follow bad behavior. If you don't believe that, ask every woman that is locked up in prison right now. If you don't believe that, ask every woman who went through a sexual assault because she chose to go to a party with people she didn't know, wanting to live the fast life, and then someone drugged her drink, and then next thing you know, someone's taking advantage of her, and now she's pregnant with an STD. If you don't believe me, ask those women. Correction is protection. Correction is direction. You cannot be directed if you cannot be corrected, ladies. Correction is edifying. If you want a man to communicate with you and you want to please your man, if you get out of line, he has every right to tell you what you did wrong so you can fix it. See, this is the thing with you women. You always talk about you want a man to communicate with you. So a lot of times men have no idea what it is that's going on in your head because we are not mind readers. So you won't communicate with us and give us any type of opportunity to fix whatever transgression has came about. What you do, you go look for other men. You have other options, right? So you won't give us an opportunity to correct, to fix, right?
Give you some correction without you hollering about him trying to control you. Next thing you know, you're 50 with a plethora of failed relationships and marriages under your belt, wondering where the time has gone. Let you tell it out on failed relationships because of the man, right? Okay, my bad.
She is correct. There's a lot of women walking around right now with a plethora of failed relationships, a whole roster of random dinglings, from one-night stands to relationships that last 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, but you're not married. You can't, when was the last time you ever had a 10-year relationship? When was the last time you had a 5-year relationship, a 4-year relationship? When was the last time you gone less than 3 years between relationships? When was the last time you gone less than 6 years between getting into another committed relationship? You are the problem. You want to blame the men, it's you. You're picking the wrong man, if anything, because you hard-headed. And most men don't want to deal with you once they get to know you. They may sleep with you and moving around, but let's go ahead and continue.
Why do men pursue you and then the energy just fizzles out? Well, the answer is simple. Because they got to know you. They might have been attracted to you physically, but once they got to know your personality, it just felt like you weren't a fit. Ladies.
Exactly. I have met pretty women that you say, man, this might be a good fit for me. And then you start hearing her after she opened her mouth, and you see, I had a woman tell me when I was on the first date with her. She told me, baby, I have a dog, it's a Yorkie, and that's my little baby. If I ever come to your house, I have to bring my dog to your house. I'm like, the hell no, you ain't bringing your damn dog. I got 3 dogs of my own. Why you gonna bring it? And she want to keep the dog in my house, on my carpet, in my house. I don't care if you got it in the cage. Your dog can't come in here. Might got fleas or whatever. And then she said something else stupid like, she had a car. She like, oh, I don't like to travel that much, so you have to come pick me up. I am not about to go pick you up and drop you off and pick you up and drop you off. I'm not going to do that. See, she used to weak men doing that. And a lot of these suckers are allowing that to happen in their relationships or dealings with women, letting women do some of the most outrageous things just so they can sleep with them. I'm not that guy. So yeah, you can still sleep with them, but I wouldn't want to make you my woman because you are stupid.
It just felt like you weren't a fit. Ladies, we have to stop demonizing men for doing what they're supposed to be doing while dating, which is determining if you're a good match for them.
Facts. One more. Put another thing up here on the screen for you.
Some black women expect black men to have already gotten their life together by the age of 25. So from 25 to 30, they making 6 figures plus, stacking money, perfect credit, never been to jail, never had kids, emotionally intelligent, compassionate, caring, generous, considerate, and is prepared to be a husband. But those same black women have been career students, multiple baby daddies with multiple kids, let themselves go, nasty attitudes, no financial literacy, so they would know how to manage money like that.
That's another thing. The majority of modern day black women, in my most humble opinion, cannot manage their money well. They can't. If they could, you wouldn't have so many women saying, I want a man with a bag. You wouldn't have so many gold diggers and women pursuing men to pay for phone bills, cell phone bills, light bill, water bill, electric bill. I want a man with a car who someone can pay for my car repairs if they knew how to budget the money they have. A lot of women are living above their means because they are trying to keep up with other women. Women can look like money, but don't have any. They will spend money to look like the money that they do not have. So where's the payoff? Like this woman said, if a man, which is damn near impossible at 25 or 26 to have all those things in order that she just described, if there was a man like that, where is the benefit of being with a woman with a nasty attitude, can't budget her money, and have multiple baby daddies? There is no payoff, lady. You depreciate in value with each child that you have. You depreciate in value with your nasty words, your nasty stink attitude. You depreciate in value when you don't know how to budget your own damn money. You depreciate in value when all you do is leech off people, mooch off people to get money.
Let themselves go, nasty attitudes, no financial literacy, so they would know how to manage money like that. They don't cook, they don't clean, they barely take care of them kids because their mama been raising them because you had them young and I need help. You don't believe in teamwork. You don't believe.
That's another thing. A woman's supposed to be the helpmeet, but it turns out that they want the help. They need more help than the man do, and they designed to help the man, right? Scripturally, right? Biblically, right? They're supposed to be the helpmeet, the helper. How in the hell are you the helper when you need all the damn help? We got to help you to help us. Do you understand that you don't have any value whatsoever to a man who is on his purpose, on his grind, making things happen? A real man is the type of man that makes things, for me, I could tell you like this to all the haters. You let things happen. I make things happen. There's a difference between you and I. And when we find women, women have to be able to assist us, not drain us. A lot of you women come to us already broken and toe up and want us to come in and fill in the gaps that you got in your life. And then you're unappreciative of that. Because then, see, a woman who does not trust a man tries to control a man. Anytime a woman wants to control a man, that is a woman who doesn't trust that man. Where you been? Who's texting you? Who calling you? All that right there is signs of an insecure woman who's been through the ringer, who have failed multiple times in relationships and have made poor decisions in men.
You don't believe in teamwork. You don't believe in building because a man should come in and do it because that's what he's supposed to do. You want a man who is a leader and a provider and a protector, but you don't want to submit and obey to the leadership. So what I'm hearing is you want the world without giving anything in return.
Facts.
Oh, okay.
Yes. There's a handful of women who actually understand this, as I'm showing you. But then there's a whole lot more of these women who don't.
Most women are trying to be the leader. That's why you can't find a man. You can't be the king in the house. Fall back and be the queen and let your man lead the way.
What does that mean? You can't be a leader? Because a lot of women look at it like, no, I could lead in my household. I could do this in my household. What does that mean?
That's not how it's supposed to be, and that's why we bump heads. Society have placed our men, and women have to stand up and be the mother and the father and the provider. And so then now you are so bad, you can't.
See, that's another thing. Our community is the only community, I believe, that gets to see mama do everything. Meaning she gets to be the father and the mother when the father ain't around. Sometimes women run the men off. That's some of the reasons why you have a broken home, because the women run the men off. And then you let men just nut up in you, get you pregnant, and you already knew that their character was piss poor, but you chose to do it anyway. You put yourselves in positions of where you, quote unquote, are masculine. It's not your responsibility to be masculine. And even then, when you're acting, quote unquote, like a man, when you're, I gotta do this, I gotta make things happen, it is still not masculinity. It is only an imitation of masculinity. All you're doing is being more like a Tom. It's masculinity, but it imitates it. But true masculinity only comes from a man. That's all it is. You're just being a hard woman, that's all it is.
Now you are so bad, you can't be told nothing, that when the right man come, you lose him because you're trying to be the man.
Can we be equal?
Oh, of course. Because at the end of the day, I'm the neck, my man's the head. So he can't make any moves without his wife. It all works together. But you can't be the head of the house. You got to let the man be the head of the house. But it's a generational thing, and it's what we've been taught. Stand up, be strong. A dude come, everything about you is like a man. You have to learn how to submit. You can still be a queen. Queen plays a part. The king needs his queen. There's certain things that he can't see that we see.
Some people will say the queen is the most valuable piece on the board.
Has to sit back and allow her king to be the king.
Now, what about in a situation where a woman makes more money in a relationship?
That's hard, because that's when jealousy starts coming in. Now that goes back to communicating and prayer. If you're solid, you know who you are, you know what you bring to the table. Everybody's thinking about the wrong things. Instead of falling back and sitting and saying, let's play chess together. I got you, you got me, let's go.
What I like what she just said, like, everybody is focused on the wrong things. It is a teamwork effort. It's team effort. If you are in a relationship with somebody and you love that man, you love that woman, it's supposed to be teamwork while the man leads the team. The problem is a lot of you get on the team and you want to foul out. You want to mess up. You want to get out the way. You want to fumble the ball on the team. Can't get no touchdowns with you. Can't get no slam dunks with you. Have to put you on the bench all the time because of your attitude, because of your actions, because your unwillingness to work as a team with the team. Even the children must fall in line for the team to work. But you don't want that. You want to be the one who called the shots. You want to be the coach instead of the player. Your ass supposed to be sitting down on the bench until you get your mind right to join the team. Because every team on the basketball team, they have a goal to reach. They try to win. We cannot win with a woman who's fighting against us. You cannot win with someone who's always fouling out. You cannot win when you have someone always dropping the ball, fumbling the ball. You cannot win with a football player who won't follow the plays.
For real, like for real, fellas, listen, if she can't buy you a meal, let her go. If she ain't ask how your day was, let her go. If she ain't even ask if you ate, let her go. Cause listen, if we fucks with you, we gonna ask you. We gonna make sure y'all ate. Damn.
See, that's what women used to do back in the day. They used to actually care about the welfare of their men. Who in the hell needs a woman who won't even check on them? And I'm not talking about little petty, trivial things, text messages like, hey, baby, how you doing? Hey, king, or whatever lame shit you want to say. How your day going? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about, how was your day? Did anybody stress you out? How can I make things easy for you? Have you eaten? You know what I mean? Would you like to eat? You know, I tell you what, baby, let me take you out so I can get you a steak. Let me do some of the things that I expect from you. Let me take you out. Let me take you to the park. Let me do something for you because you pay the bills around here. You make sure I'm safe if someone try to jump on me. You are the father of my children. You try to help me, so let me have a reward day. And it shouldn't be that you only reward your man on Father's Day and holidays and Valentine's Day. And sex is not a gift. He has access to that year round. So what are you going to do on Valentine's Day that's going to be so spectacular that he said, oh my God, this is Valentine's Day. How about you do a reward day? A day of where you act selfless and you want to be in love. You want relationship take work. You got to go beyond. It amazes me how a lot of you helpers out there have no issues doing overtime on your job to make the boss happy, but you don't want to do overtime in the relationship to make your man happy. All these things I just said, a reward day for your man, that's overtime. Put in work. Stop complaining and blaming everybody for your decisions. You are single by your choice. The choices you have made have put you in this situation. It ain't nobody else's fault but your own. And the stuff that these women are saying on these clips, it's free to do. You don't have to pay to be nice. You don't got to pay nobody to be nice. You ain't got to pay somebody to be submissive, to encourage and support a man, to add to the peace that a man already has on his own, because a woman cannot bring a man peace. All she can do is enhance his peace through her presence. Does it cost you? No. We live in a day right now where women ain't nothing but little spoiled childs and grown women body. Give me this. I'm mad. I'm hurt. I'm going to act like this. Forget you. I'm going to go sleep with your friend. I do what I want. It's a damn shame. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you may only get like 2 or 3 videos today. Tomorrow, I'll probably take a day off. From this, I have some other things I have to do tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about it in the comments. Thank you very much. And of course, I'll be seeing you real soon.
Say that you've changed.